Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Israel YK Lubogo, and today I bring to you the first part of Legal Titans, Unleashing the Power of Lawyers and the Art of Bragging Rights, brought to you by Israel YK Lubogo. Lawyers are often regarded as learned and are recognized by their expertise in legal matters for several reasons. Here are a few factors that have contributed to the perception of lawyers as exceptional professionals. Extensive legal knowledge. Lawyers undergo rigorous education and training to gain in-depth knowledge of the law. They typically complete an undergraduate degree, which is later followed by a law degree, and as well as pass the bar examination in their jurisdiction. This extensive education equips them with a comprehensive understanding of legal principles, statutes, regulations, and case law. Specialized skills. Lawyers develop specialized skills that enable them to navigate complex legal issues. They learn to analyze legal problems, conduct research, draft legal documents, negotiate, and advocate for their clients, as well as present persuasive arguments in court. These skills are honed through years of practical experience and continuous professional development. They are ethical and professional standards. The legal profession adheres to a set of ethical and professional standards, ensuring lawyers maintain high levels of integrity, confidentiality, and professionalism. Lawyers are expected to uphold the rule of law and promote justice while acting in the best interests of their clients. Advocacy and representation. Lawyers play a crucial role in advocating for individuals, businesses, and as well as organizations. They help represent their clients' interests in various legal matters, such as litigation, negotiation, mediation, and arbitration. Their ability to effectively communicate and present legal arguments is vital in achieving favorable outcomes. Problem solving and critical thinking. Lawyers are skilled problem solvers who approach legal issues with analytical thinking as well as logical reasoning. They assess complex situations, identify legal implications, and devise strategies, which are all to resolve disputes or provide legal advice. Their ability to think critically allows them to interpret laws, evaluate evidence, and anticipate potential outcomes. Impact on society. Lawyers have a significant impact on society by contributing to the development and interpretation of laws. They help shape legal systems, influence legislation, and participate in landmark cases that have set legal precedents. Lawyers also play a role in promoting access to justice, defending human rights, and advocating for societal justice. While lawyers possess unique skills and expertise, it is important to recognize that every profession has its own strengths and areas of specialization. The perception of lawyers as learned professionals stems from their commitment to legal knowledge, their ability to navigate complex legal systems, and their role in advocating for justice. Throughout history, lawyers have been associated with excellency and have stood out among other professionals for various reasons. This has allowed them to be perceived as having the exclusive right to brag and be braggadocious. This perception arises from a combination of factors that are deeply rooted in the nature of their work, their extensive training and knowledge, as well as the societal importance and impact of the legal profession. Expertise and knowledge. Lawyers are considered learned because they possess a vast amount of legal expertise and knowledge. Their education and training span several years and involve comprehensive study of various legal subjects, from constitutional law to criminal law, contract law to intellectual property law. Lawyers develop a deep understanding of the legal framework that governs society. This expertise allows them to provide legal advice, analyze complex legal situations, and navigate intricate legal systems. The intellectual rigor. The legal profession demands a high level of intellectual rigor. Lawyers must possess sharp analytical skills and the ability to think critically. They dissect intricate legal problems, identify relevant laws and regulations, and apply them to specific cases or situations. This rigorous analytical process enables them to devise effective strategies and arguments to support their clients' positions. Advocacy and oratory skills. Lawyers are known for their exceptional advocacy skills. They possess the ability to articulate compelling arguments and persuade others. Their oratory skills enable them to present complex legal concepts in a clear and persuasive manner, both in written form and in oral arguments. Through effective communication, lawyers can influence judges, juries, and other legal professionals, which often contributes to their success. Problem-solving abilities. Lawyers are skilled problem solvers who excel in addressing legal challenges. They possess the ability to dissect complex issues, identify potential risks, and develop creative solutions. Whether it involves drafting contracts, negotiating settlements, or representing clients in court, lawyers apply their problem-solving abilities to find the best legal strategies and as well as outcomes. Ethical responsibilities. The legal profession places a strong emphasis on ethical responsibilities. Lawyers are bound by codes of conduct and professional ethics that require them to act with integrity, maintain client confidentiality, and prioritize the interests of justice. This commitment to ethics and professionalism encourages the credibility and respectability of the legal profession. Influence on society. Lawyers have a significant impact on society, and their work often shapes legal systems and contributes to social change. Through their involvement in landmark cases and participation in legislative processes, lawyers influence the interpretation and development of laws. Their efforts contribute to the progress of justice, protection of individual rights, and the overall functioning of society. It is important to note that while lawyers possess unique qualities and expertise, the perception of bragging and being braggadocious is not universally true for all lawyers. While some lawyers may exhibit this behavior, it is not representative of the entire profession. Many lawyers uphold high ethical standards, remain humble in their achievements, and focus on serving their clients as well as their society. In this write-up, I explore the reasons behind the perception of lawyers as braggadocious and the impact it has on the legal profession, as well as the image and relationships with clients and colleagues. Additionally, I examine the potential consequences of this perception, both positive and negative, and explore the role of confidence and self-assuredness in the legal profession. By delving into these nuanced aspects, I create a detailed and thought-provoking exploration of lawyers' perceived right to brag and be braggadocious, while presenting a balanced view of legal professionals as a whole. Ladies and gentlemen, the term learned friends is often used as a colloquialism or a form of address to refer to lawyers. It is a way of acknowledging that their legal expertise, knowledge, and professional standing. Here are some background on the origin and usage of the term. Starting with the historical context. The term learned friends has its roots in the history of the legal profession. In the past, lawyers were predominantly drawn from the upper echelons of society and were expected to possess comprehensive education. Their academic pursuits, which included the study of law, philosophy, and as well as classical literature, these contributed to the perception of lawyers as learned individuals. Symbol of respect. Referring to lawyers as learned friends is a way to show respect for their intellectual prowess and legal acumen. It recognizes the years of education, training, and practical experience that lawyers undergo to attain their professional standing. The term implies that lawyers possess a depth of knowledge and wisdom that sets them apart from other professionals. Legal tradition. The legal profession has a rich tradition and a distinct culture. The use of the formal and respectful language, including terms like learned friend, is ingrained in legal discourse. It reflects the formalities and traditions that are associated with the practice of law, reinforcing the professionalism and decorum expected within the legal circles. Collegiality and professional networks. The term learned friend also highlights the collegial nature of the legal profession. It emphasizes the sense of camaraderie and the mutual respect that exists among lawyers. By advising each other as learned friends, lawyers acknowledge the shared intellectual pursuit and the professional bonds that unite them. International usage. The term learned friends is more commonly used in certain jurisdictions, particularly in Commonwealth countries such as the United Kingdom, Australia, as well as India. It is often employed in courtrooms, legal events, or professional gatherings to address fellow lawyers or members of the legal profession. It is important to note that the usage of learned friends may vary in many different contexts as well as regions. While it is a term that has historical significance and is still being used today, not all lawyers or legal professions may prefer or use this specific form to address. Some may find it too formal or outdated and instead prefer simpler terms like colleague or lawyer. In summary, learned friends is a term that recognizes the legal expertise and knowledge of lawyers, reflecting a historical tradition of respect as well as professionalism within the legal profession. Here are a few examples of lawyers who have made their significant contributions to the world through their legal endeavors. Starting with Nelson Mandela, Nelson Mandela, a lawyer by profession, played a pivotal role in the fight against apartheid in South Africa. His legal expertise, combined with his unwavering commitment to justice and equality, led him to become a prominent leader and advocate for human rights. Mandela's defense of clients facing unjust laws and his advocacy for the rights of the oppressed ultimately resulted in his own imprisonment. However, his legal background and determination to bring about change made him an icon figure in the struggle against racial discrimination and oppression. Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Ruth Bader Ginsburg, a trailblazing lawyer and Supreme Court justice, dedicated her career to advancing gender equality and women's rights. As an attorney, she strategically selected cases that challenged discriminatory laws, advocating for equal treatment under the law. Ginsburg's legal brilliance, sharp intellect, and persuasive arguments led to groundbreaking decisions that protected women's rights and promoted gender equality. Her impact on the legal landscape reshaped the understanding of constitutional rights and has served as an inspiration for generations to come. Mahatma Gandhi. While not formally trained as a lawyer, Gandhi studied law and practiced as an attorney. His legal background provided him with a deep understanding of the legal system, which he skillfully utilized during India's struggle for independence. Gandhi's use of non-violent civil disobedience, coupled with his legal expertise, allowed him to challenge oppressive laws and advocate for India's self-governance. His legal tactics and commitment to justice played a crucial role in the eventual independence of India and inspired civil rights movement around the world. Thurgood Marshall. Thurgood Marshall, a prominent lawyer and the first African-American Supreme Court justice, dedicated his legal career to fighting racial segregation and advocating for civil rights. As an attorney for the NAACP, the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, Marshall successfully argued cases before the Supreme Court, including the landmark Brown v. Board of Education. Marshall's strategic legal approach, meticulous preparation, and persuasive arguments were very instrumental in dismantling segregation as well as advancing equality under the law. Amal Clooney. Amal Clooney, an accomplished international human rights lawyer, has made significant contributions to promoting justice as well as defending human rights globally. Clooney has represented individuals, journalists, and marginalized communities in high-profile cases involving human rights abuses. Her legal expertise, combined with her passion for advocacy, has brought attention to injustices and helped shape legal discourse on issues such as freedom of expression, accountability, and international law. These examples highlight how these lawyers excelled in their respective fields by leveraging their legal knowledge, strategic thinking, advocacy skills, and commitment to justice. Through their work, they have left an indelible mark on the world, bringing about legal and societal changes that continue to resonate up to today. Harper Lee once wrote, "You never really understand a person until you consider the things from his point of view, until you climb into his skin and walk around in it." These words resonated with Emily, reminding her that lawyers possess the unique ability to empathize and understand the perspectives of their clients. This empathy fueled their passion and propelled them forward. In the realm of justice, where the clash of ideas meets the steady gravel of the law, lawyers stand as formidable figures. They are the embodiment of intellect, dedication, and the unwavering pursuit of justice. Through their unique attributes and exceptional achievements, they have left an indelible mark on society, and they are still leaving such indelible marks on society. Lawyers possess a reservoir of knowledge cultivated through years of rigorous study and practical experience. Their expertise encompasses a wide range of legal disciplines, allowing them to navigate complex legal landscapes with finesse. As renowned Arthur William Shakespeare once wrote, "First, let's kill all the lawyers." Though often taken out of contexts, these words bear testament to the recognition that lawyers hold a formidable position in society due to their extensive legal acumen. In the annals of legal history, there are luminaries whose names echo through the ages. One such exemplar is Thurgood Marshall, a legal giant who fought for civil rights and desegregation in the United States. He championed the cause of equality, advocating for justice on behalf of those who had long been marginalized. As acclaimed writer Maya Angelou aptly stated, "You may not control all the events that happen to you, but you can decide not to be reduced by them." Marshall's unwavering determination and legal brilliance allowed him to defy the odds and also leave an enduring legacy. Another remarkable figure is Amal Clooney, a human rights lawyer whose tenacity and compassion have brought her global recognition. In the words of celebrated Arthur Paulo Coelho, "The world is changed by your example, not your opinion." Clooney's tireless advocacy for the oppressed and her dedication to international law have served as a beacon of hope, inspiring others to follow in her footsteps. The legal profession is fueled by a sense of duty, driven by the realization that lawyers have the power to effect profound change. Ruth Bader Ginsburg, a trailblazer for gender equality, exemplified this conviction. With an unwavering determination and a razor-sharp legal mind, she shattered glass ceilings and forged pathways for future generations. As acclaimed novelist Jane Austen once wisely proclaimed, "I hate to hear you talk about all women as if they were fine ladies instead of rational creatures." Ginsburg's resolute commitment to justice empowered rationality over prejudice and reshaped the understanding of equality under the law. Lawyers, with their persuasive oratory and meticulous research, are architects of compelling narratives. Their ability to shape legal arguments and sway opinion is unrivaled. Echoing this sentiment, renowned Arthur Harper Lee once wrote, "The one thing that doesn't abide by a majority rule is a person's conscience." Lawyers, armed with the law and guided by their conscience, navigate through the moral complexities of society, shedding light on truth and justice. In the grand tapestry of humanity, lawyers occupy a unique space. They wield the power to advocate for the voiceless, challenge the unjust, and protect the rights of individuals. Through their dedication, intellect, and unwavering commitment to justice, they become beacons of hope and change. As author Fadia eloquently stated, justice is conscious, not a personal conscience, but the conscience of the whole of humanity. Lawyers, with their legal prowess and unwavering dedication, serve as custodians of this collective conscience, ensuring that justice prevails and the rights of all are safeguarded as a result. In the vast realm of legal battles and courtroom dramas, lawyers emerge as both warriors and guardians of justice. They possess a unique blend of attributes that set them apart and make their presence a formidable one. Lawyers excel not only in their legal knowledge, but also in their ability to craft compelling narratives that resonate with judges, juries, and the public. They understand the power of words, as exemplified by renowned author Frank Kafka, who once wrote, "A book must be the axe for the frozen sea within us." Similarly, lawyers wield their words as axes, breaking through barriers and unlocking the truths that lie within complex legal disputes. Their dedication to the pursuit of justice is often fueled by a deep sense of empathy and compassion. They champion the causes of those who have been wronged and advocate for the voiceless. As the great playwright Arthur Miller proclaimed, "A good newspaper, I suppose, is a nation talking to itself." Lawyers, in many ways, become the voice of the nation, speaking for those who are unable to speak for themselves. Lawyers are adept at navigating the intricate web of laws, as well as regulations, that often govern society. They possess the ability to analyze complex legal issues and devise innovative strategies. In the words of renowned author Malcolm Gladwell, the key to good decision-making is not knowledge, it is understanding. Lawyers not only possess knowledge, but also possess the unique ability to understand the intricacies of the law, enabling them to guide their clients through legal measures with precision and skill. Their impact on society reaches far beyond the confines of the courtroom. Lawyers play a pivotal role in shaping legal systems, as well as influencing social change. They are the torchbearers, lighting the way towards a more unjust, equitable world. As writer Margaret Mead famously said, "Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it is the only thing that ever has." Lawyers, with their legal expertise and unwavering commitment, embody this sentiment and drive meaningful transformations. Yet, amidst the accolades and achievements, lawyers also face the weight of ethical responsibility. They must navigate moral dilemmas and uphold the principles of justice. As Arthur Albert Camus observed, "A man without ethics is a wild beast loosened upon this world." Lawyers, bound by a code of ethics, rise above the chaos, ensuring that justice is administered with integrity and fairness. In the grand tapestry of humanity, lawyers are the weavers who mend the fabric of society. Their unique attributes, for example, legal knowledge, persuasive skills, empathy, and ethical responsibility, make them powerful agents of change. They are the embodiment of the words of philosopher John Locke, who wrote, "Wherever law ends, tyranny begins." Lawyers, with their unwavering dedication to the rule of law, stand as guardians, shielding society from the clutches of tyranny. In the realm of justice, where the pen is mightier than the sword, lawyers brandish their legal expertise as a force for good. Their accomplishments and contributions, both inside and outside the courtroom, shape the course of history and leave an indelible mark on society. They are the living embodiment of the power of law and the unwavering pursuit of justice. As the sun rises and sets on the legal landscape, as I was saying, on a landscape of legal battles, lawyers stand as beacons of knowledge, integrity, and resilience. They are the masters of their craft, possessing a unique set of attributes that distinguish them among all professions. Lawyers are the relentless seekers of truth, delving deep into the intricacies of the law to unearth justice. Their commitment to the pursuit of truth echoes the sentiment expressed by Ernest Hemingway. The truth has a certain ring to it. Lawyers, armed with their legal acumen and unwavering dedication, unravel the complexities of cases, allowing truth to resonate within the hollowed halls of justice. Their intellectual prowess is honed through years of rigorous study and practical experience. Like a sculptor, as I was saying, like a sculptor modeling a masterpiece, lawyers meticulously shape their arguments, drawing inspirations from the words of celebrated Arthur Leo Tolstoy, who wrote, "The strongest of all warriors are those two, time and patience." Lawyers understand the power of patience and diligence, knowing that careful preparation and attention to detail can be the difference between victory as well as defeat. But it is not merely knowledge that sets lawyers apart. It is their ability to empathize and connect with their clients on a profound level. They become the guiding light in their clients' darkest times, offering solace, reassurance, just as novelist George Eliot observed, "What do we live for, if not to make life less difficult for each other?" Lawyers, through their legal expertise and unwavering support, alleviate the burdens of their clients and pave way for a brighter future. Lawyers are also architects of change, using the tools of the law to reshape society. They navigate the ever-evolving landscape of legal principles and precedents, striving to create a more just and equitable world. Inspired by the words of Arthur Margaret Atwood, who wrote, "A word after a word after a word is power." Lawyers understand the power of their words and how they can shape the course of legal discourse and societal progress. In their pursuit of justice, lawyers must navigate a labyrinth of ethical dilemmas. They hold themselves to the highest standards of integrity and honor, upholding the principles that underpin the legal profession. As philosopher Immanuel Kant once said, "In law, a man is guilty when he violates the rights of others. In ethics, he is guilty if he only thinks of doing so." Lawyers, with their unwavering commitment to ethical conduct, ensure that justice is not compromised and the rights of all are protected. In the grand tapestry of human history, lawyers are weavers, stitching together the fabrics of justice and fairness. In their unique attributes, knowledge, empathy, and advocacy, as well as integrity, make them the guardians of the law, the defenders of the oppressed, and the catalysts for change. They embody the words of poet Maya Angelou, who wrote, "You may encounter many defeats, but you must not be defeated." Lawyers, with their unwavering spirit, rise above challenges and setbacks, fighting tirelessly for a world where justice prevails. As the story of lawyers unfolds, their legacy remains etched in the annals of legal history. Their contributions, both big and small, have shaped societies, inspired generations, and forged paths towards a better future. They are the epitome of the legal profession, standing tall as pillars of justice and exemplars of excellence. Ladies and gentlemen, as I conclude the first part and look forward to the second part, I end with a small saying. In the realm where justice meets the intricacies of the law, lawyers soar as intellectual giants, armed with the power to shape destinies and challenge the status quo. Thank you for listening to me. I remain Israel YK Lubogo. Much obliged.